So as I've been driving along, I've just been turning off down side roads to see what I could see. And I came across this sign for a place called Tickle Cove, which I thought was quite sweet. I thought, oh, that's got to be investigated. That's essentially the scene. It's a stunning afternoon. The rocks are red. They're like slate in that they're in layers. You can see it quite nicely on that one. It's a fascinating place. I'm going to go and spend a little bit of time down here, and just round this corner there's a lovely little cove. But I sat in the car and had lunch, and I was going to walk down to, I don't know if you can see, this row here. You can walk all the way out into the end, and there's a really nice rock formation with the waves crashing over it, so I thought I'll go for a wander down there and get some seascapes. And as I walked along the road, I saw a sign saying Sea Arch. It was like a little 4x6 sign in green. I thought, oh, I wonder what that is. So I went back to the car, I have no idea how far it was going to be. As it happens, it's like 150 yards. So I jumped in the car, found a place that said park here, so I did. Followed the track along, and you come to various sets of steps like this. So I went up the steps to see what all the fuss was about. And there you go. There's the Sea Arch. Getting a photograph of it is quite tricky. I perched myself up there, and that's why I didn't do this from up there, because I was hanging on to everything for grim death. I will confess I've lost my 6-stop, my 0.6 ND filter. It flew over the edge. But it's kind of like a mini doodle door, in a way. And I believe the tide must be on the way back out, because when I got here, the waves are actually crashing through here. I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to show you of this, but it's rather windy. As I say, it's a pretty precarious position. Ooh! If I can get anywhere near up here without breaking a leg. Hold on. Oh! And having lost the ND Grad, I wasn't about, or the ND filter, I wasn't about to try anything else. You can just see around the corner there. Whoops! The waves are coming in, smashing up against this side of the rock face. And you might be able to tell it's that gorgeous aquamarine colour. This is where I was perched. Oh, what are you doing? Up here, which made life incredibly tricky. I did try and do a couple of long exposures, hand in, heart in mouth, as I got my Lee filter out, my 6-stop. So I thought, Jesus, I really don't want to lose that one. But there's so much water that rushes in, it just white out. So you lose that kind of effect, even with the 6-stop. So I've just spent a little bit of time in this cove, which is got a lovely view out. And as you can see, all the pebbles are this gorgeous red colour. I've never been on a beach quite like this. And if I take you over here, you can see more of how the rocks formed. I say it's all sort of, it's very, very reminiscent of slate quarries. Perhaps it is red slate. Better when the sun comes out, obviously. Having checked the time, it's about 2:30, so I really do need to be heading back, and as usual I can't actually remember which way I've come. I've just discovered another victim of the trip, which is the chest strap on my bloody rucksack. And it's the second time I've lost it. It's bloody poor design by Lowe-pro. The rest of the bag's absolutely fabulous. But if anybody else has the Lowe-pro, I think it's the 400 flipside, the right hand chest strap slides on and off. It's so bloody easy for it to slide off without you actually noticing. It's really annoying. Now over here you can see the slate turns to grey, which looks really nice with the red pebbles. I can imagine the sunset will be quite glorious here. You can see the big rocks out in the ocean there, and the hills in the far distance. I'm not sure what hills they are. Right, so I thought I'd walk you back. But it's a Saturday afternoon, and I've seen one couple and one young chap bombing around on ATVs, and that's it. And at home on a Saturday there'd be kids playing in the street, kids riding their bikes up and down, there'd be somebody mowing the lawn or washing the windows or painting the garden fence. It's very strange. Maybe it's a holiday resort in the loosest sense of the word. Maybe it's just holiday homes or winter homes that these people have here. But it's bizarre for a Saturday. It's obviously a working village, and I love the name, Tickle Harbour. I think that's absolutely fabulous. You can see the lobster crates just in front of us. There's hundreds of them, presuming they're lobsters or crab crates. And it is very windy, so I apologise if the sound goes a little bit funny. There you are, little parking sign. Oh yes, and this is the sign that you see. The only indication that there's absolutely anything here. Oops. Now, they're not exactly shouting about the fact they've got something here, are they? Strange. Well, I've made it down to the end at Bonavista Lighthouse, which is different to say the least. But the reason I haven't done any sort of vlogging outside is it's absolutely blowing a hoolie. I can just about stand up. There would have been no chance of you hearing anything I was saying. I managed to do a couple of long exposures sheltering behind a little wooden hut. But trying to do any sort of shot when you're out in the wind is damn near impossible. There's a couple of different compositions that I've tried. It's not pretty. I don't know how else to explain it. It's looking a bit old and tired. This is a landmark. This is a tourist hotspot. I mean, it's a metal, from the looks of it, there's metal around the top of it. And that's gone sort of rusty and it's leaking down the side. But there's collapsed fences, huge potholes filled with water. It's just not pretty. It's not what I would expect. Got a lovely parking area, there's benches and stuff, so maybe it's work in progress. The problem with the wind as well is it's just blowing all the clouds straight over the top of the lighthouse. The lighthouse is over there. I'm just turning around, I don't know if you're going to be able to see through. Yeah, there's too much light coming in. The sun's going down over there and there's a nice bank of clouds over there, but they don't stand a chance of getting over here. it's just not going to happen. So I'm pleased with the 2 compositions that I've got. I'm pleased I made it here. It's about 114 clicks to get home. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to call it a day and go home and have some food and get ready for tomorrow, because I'm on the road again tomorrow. Tomorrow is the penultimate day. I drive back to St John's tomorrow, back at the Monroe guest house, which is a fabulous location. I'm hoping to get back up to Cape Spear for sunrise on Monday morning, and I might just go and have a look around to see what else I can find. I don't know if you can hear the wind. The camera movement is because the car is moving. The wind's that bad. But I did see an Arctic fox, and it's so tame. It came to within 6 foot of me. I feel ever so sorry for it. It's curled itself up behind a wall, obviously trying to keep out of the wind. But it's absolutely gorgeous. You've got an almost jet black coat with a lovely white tip on its tail. But me being me, the only camera that I could get out was my phone. So I've got a couple of phone shots. But then it settled down, as I say, it sat down behind the brick wall. And it gave me time to get the 70-200 on. And I've got a couple of what I think are lovely shots that just curled around itself. So I'm really pleased with that. I've never got that close to any sort of fox, let alone an Arctic fox. I'm assuming it's an Arctic fox. They're black in the summer and I think they go white in the winter, I believe. But it was so beautiful to look at. It's just a shame that I couldn't get the camera out, the proper camera, whilst it was standing up and running around. But hey, you can't have everything. It was wonderful just to see it. Anyway, I'm going to end up waffling, so I'm getting off. See you later. Bye!